Alright, bro. So I'm doing this video on Freemasons because somebody in the comment section had asked me to do a video on it and asked the question whether or not most Freemasons or all Freemasons know that they worship Saturn. Now, see, to say that is that a lot of them don't. A lot of them, see, like I said before, I've done extensive research. I got family, I guess, yeah, family. And I know people. I went to college with somebody that was going for an evangelist degree or some type of, certification or something to preach the word of quote unquote God. And he was also a Freemason. You feel me? And talked to them on numerous occasions and really I spent I'm so much of a I guess this is what separates me from a lot of people. Like, you know how people be rushing to go home and shit like that, like after school and shit. Oh, I gotta go do this. I sit there and talk to motherfuckers for hours about information, bro. You feel me? Like after school. That type of shit. I'm just that interested to pick people's minds and see what they know, you feel me? So, But regardless of that, a majority of them don't because they don't understand it. Like I told you, the first degrees, they start off worshiping Jesus and Mary and all that. Really all the same things. Worshiping Saturn, just in different ways. You feel me? Some are worshiping of the moon or Venus. You feel me? But as time goes on, when you get to those higher levels, they'll understand. Eventually, they'll understand because they have to compromise a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You'll hold back. Like, it's this dude on YouTube. He's a Freemason, a 33rd degree Freemason. I think his name Manly P. Hall. He be on here preaching and shit, breaking down a lot of the things of the Bible. He's a gatekeeper though because I had stopped listening to his ass. He's a white dude, by the way. When he said, "Europe is the start of all civilization." Well, that might be true. Who knows? But just know that the original people of Europe were black. You feel me? That's a fact. So, but just the fact that he said that, you feel me? It's like, okay, bro. Okay. I see where you're going. But gatekeeper shit, you feel me? Because he's preaching that Freemason shit. And it's low key some other shit going on in the background. But regardless of that, what you will understand about the Bible is that the tree of knowledge of good and evil is your brain, the right side. And the tree of life is the left side. Jacob's ladder is your spinal cord leading up to your pineal gland. That's why the light is at the top of the Jacob's ladder. You feel me? That should be. And also with the Garden of Eden, the snake, you know what I'm saying, the reptilian brain. That's what it is. Adam and Eve. Atom. You feel me? So, this is something I've repeated, you know what I'm saying, because I've done this video before. I've done this video, but you know that people need to be repeated the same things, you feel me? So this is why I talk about it now. And honestly, the history of the Freemasons branches off from the Knights Templar, the signal of Saturn, and all of that shit. Those cults that straight up worship Saturn, you feel me? And during the Council of Nicaea, right before that, the Jesuits didn't like that shit because they were still worshiping Baphomet, but yet the Roman Empire didn't like that. They was like, you gotta dilute that shit, bro. You gotta dilute that shit to confuse the people. We need them to worship this. What y'all doing is too blatant. You feel me? It has direct ties to what we're trying to cover up. We need this Jesus character to be promoted. And the Knights Templar wasn't with it. Roman Empire burning motherfuckers on the stake. Christians, by the way, the people that gave y'all Bible. Burning motherfuckers alive on stakes. Killing motherfuckers. Torturing them, actually. Straight up torturing motherfuckers. Christian crusades. And ever since then, the Freemasons or the Knights Templar went underground. And then when they came to America, really they've been in America for a long time, but they operated under this Freemason clique called the Knights of the Golden Circle. Now, the Knights of the Golden Circle are a branch of Freemasonry started supposedly by Albert Pike. Now Albert Pike, 33rd degree Freemason, Grand Wizard, all that shit. You feel me? And he also hated blacks, by the way. Yeah, he hated blacks with a passion. So he and also Walt Disney was a part of the Knights of the Golden Circle, by the way. Yeah, Freemason. And as time went on, in 1865, the Knights of the Golden Circle became the Ku Klux Klan. Now, for those that don't know, Ku Klux is a Greek word that means circle. That means clan of the circle or circle clan. You feel me? That's why it's Knights of the Golden Circle. And that's a fact. And that's why they wear the cross, the red cross. Or just the cross in general, because the cross is a signal, a symbol of Saturn. You feel me? Just like the Nazis, their symbol is a symbol of Saturn. And they also had Saturnia, the Temple of Saturn, all of those occult organizations within Nazi Germany that were going on at that time. They're always around, bro. Always around. These symbols are ancient for a reason, and they have meaning. Six-pointed star, all of that. The cube, you feel me? Those were representations of the black cube or the hexagon on the north pole of Saturn's planet, you feel me? The permanent black storm. So that's what that's a representation of. And the KKK was operating under really just a terror, you feel me? All of those ritualistic killings of blacks. And it wasn't just blacks, by the way, it was whites as well. You know what I'm saying? You had stories of whites coming home and their whole families were killed. You feel me? With burning crosses in their houses and shit. It's a ritualistic killing. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's sacrifices, just like Bohemian Grove, burning people alive. The real history of this shit is I don't know what to say about it, but you know, the Freemasons of now, they have no idea of that, you feel me? They don't research it like that because a lot of them come in just thinking that it's a brotherhood, just like with any fucking thing. Niggas join fraternities thinking that it's a brotherhood. Niggas be on that gay shit. It's video proof of that. Who remember my video doing shit on that, bro? I mean, shit, Black Child got a video up on that shit. So, you know, but their whole point, the ones at the top, the ones that they take orders from, is to just hold society down, keep them in the dark, perform ritualistic killings and rituals, and, you know, it's a lot of other ones too that operate in different ways. Like, you got the Bilderberg group, you feel me? You got a lot of little things. The UN, they all have different goals. You feel me? I don't even use the term Illuminati. I hate that word, actually. You motherfuckers on YouTube have, man, y'all fucked that word up. I don't even like using it. I'd rather get specific. You feel me? I want to say Freemasons, want to say the Jewish Defense League, the ADL, the FBI, CIA. You know what I'm saying? Rothschilds, Goldbergs, Bushes, Prescott. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking thing you could think. I'm gonna go down the line of that shit. All of those secret organizations. Like, bro, it's so deep, like the Clinton Foundation. You feel me? The Bush Foundation. You just go down the line, like all of these folks operate as like some little secret gang, but they all cool at the top. It's just crazy. And they got assassins as well. They got the military. They got private security and shit. This shit is not a game. But, you know, these Freemasons out here, it's the black ones, you know, they play their role. They're not, a lot of them aren't even allowed to get into certain points of power, honestly, because like I told you, I grew up across the street from a damn Prince Hall Freemason Lodge in LA. We were right across the street from that shit. We used to always see them black folks in suits and shit pop out. Them folks would come from all over the city just to come to the hood. And that shit been there for about 30, 40 years. Throughout crack violence, it's on the prostitute street, you feel me? On Figueroa Street. But that motherfucker been there 30, 40 years. I think longer than that. Survived through the crack era, all that shit. Super gang violence. Niggas on some Vietnam type shit in the hood. They still there. So, it was just always spooky to me about that shit. But just seeing them firsthand of them, of how they operate. Your pimp pasture, 501, 501c3 gang, nigga. He probably a Freemason, more than likely, or part of some fraternity because fraternities are baby Freemasons. See, that's how it go. Fraternities are baby Freemasons, yo. Alpha Psi Alpha, all that shit. You feel me? But if they eventually want to go up in the ranks, that's that Black Boule shit. You feel me? And anybody that's seen Steve Coakley's presentation on the Black Boule would know that it's a systematic oppression thing. You feel me? This is systematic. It's strategic. To hold blacks back is strategic, bro. Right after slavery, this shit was started. College, all of that shit. Give black folks a chance to be educated, to put them in their own fraternities to worship Greek civilization. Blacks are still doing it today. Got girls holding up diamonds and shit for them little groups and shit. It's cool though, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Motherfuckers just can't claim they woke when you worshiping Greek civilization. And not to say that Greek didn't have blacks, because every single one of these civilizations that they talk about in the past had blacks in them. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Hannibal was a black man. But regardless of that, the simple fact that people will do that without knowing the true history behind it and what the whole purpose of it is, it just proves that people are purposely being manipulated out here. You know how many motherfuckers is in sororities and fraternities and shit, worshiping Greek's height of civilization. Let's say it like that, the height of civilization. But people don't care, bro. People don't care. And the Black Boule is set up to place in which people like Barack Obama are praised by them. You're Charlemagne the God type people. You feel me? That those are the Black Boule gatekeepers. Even though Charlemagne might not be part of a fraternity per se, but you'll have your Kaepernicks. You feel me? Your Martin Luther Kings, Jesse Jackson. You feel me? Those people that pop up to your Van Jones, crybaby ass. You feel me? Shit crazy. But hey, man, it's a hierarchy of oppression by people of your own color. People of your own color. So yeah, man, y'all give me y'all thoughts on this, bro. Honestly, on some real shit, I wasn't gonna do a video today. It's cold as fuck out here in Tennessee. It's gonna be -7 degrees today, bro. Tonight. -7 motherfucking degrees. But regardless of that, man, y'all comment, like. I'm gone. Peace.